Hello, Internet. Welcome back to Space Engineers. So, last time, if you were watching on the YouTube side of things, last time was a little funny, because last time was about a 10-minute episode where I just kind of gave a quick tour of this. Uh, so, yeah, that was fun. If you're watching now or in the future on Twitch, last episode was normal. Well, I guess it was normal. Now is different because now, hopefully, everything is running a little bit better. I definitely didn't just spend half an hour trying to make that work. Gave up about 5 to 10 minutes ago, then Googled it, realized, oh, what's my FPS value? And realized that, oh, I'm a doofus, and somehow that got switched back to 60 FPS, which I unfortunately cannot do. But anyway, so what I've got going, we've got our little base, we've got our drill, and we've got a now functioning truck. My plan for today, I'm going to set out and do some exploring. What I'll do first, run over here. Unfortunately, the drill kinda, for short periods, I can just leave it to do its due. But once it I can't have it kind of go out, drill down, back up, over again, drill down. I guess I could, but I'd have to build a bunch of programmable blocks to make it do that. So, what I may do here, let's go in. So, first we turn our drill on. Let's make sure our refinery is refining, yes. In-out piston, we will, I guess, forgot how I can speed that up. Let's do 0.5. That's incredibly slow. In out. What if I do positive 0.5? What is happening? Oh, it's because the drill's off. That would, do it. Okay. But, so, maybe 0.1 works fine. Oh yeah, that's better. So, now we have to move the drill back into position. Get it over some fresh dirt. And then I'll just kind of set that to go down, and we'll head off that way. What I want to do is kind of travel along this ridgeline, see what I can see, and see if I can get eyes on that trade station. Because that'll give me a good sense of how far away that is, and kind of how difficult it'll be to get there. So, okay, it's drilling new dirt. It's kind of, we'll do it at an angle so I can kind of see what I'm doing. So, once it gets over the wall there, chug, chug, chug. It's hard to tell. I think that's good. So now, we set it to go down. I think that'll get the whole lot. It's okay. Now that we've done that, hop on here. Parking brake off. We have 16 minutes if I hold down forward. So I've got an idea. Because we also don't weigh anything. Huh. I don't remember how I did these wheels. Let's... Oh, do I not have... Oh. Apparently I didn't put build vision on this save. That'll be something to change. Don't know why I wouldn't do that. So, left 4, right 1. These are probably front wheels. If these don't have steering, yep, these are the mid wheels. Or I guess we'll call it rear A. Wheels. Wheels. So these will be rear B. So what I'm going to do is turn off propulsion on those two sets. Because we don't need all those wheels turning to move us right now. Though I think I've done it wrong. Hold on. So, yep. Wait, what? Oh, I've gotten these backwards. Okay. So wheel A should be like that. And wheel B should be like that. And I should have switched this before I did it. Okay. And now, that's like the worst way I could have done it, because the power wheels are the wheels that are most likely to leave the ground. So let's change that. We'll B push, wheel A off. Yeah. Gosh dang it. Okay. That wheel off, front wheel drive. Away we go. Oh, actually, I'll go ahead and reverse back. One thing I do want to do, this will be a temporary measure, but, ow. I want to take this ore detector and stick it on here. Where are you, ore detector? There you are. I'll just kind of stick it right up front here. This way, as I go, I'll be able to see any ore deposits or boulders. So, the end goal, or soon goal, I'll probably try and do it today. I want to build a large grid ore detector on this thing so that it can range further, because this only has a 50-meter range. The reason I built this truck so big was so that I could stick a large grid ore detector kind of right behind the seat and be able to move that around pretty easily. So, but this will work for now, and it'll kind of give us a sense of what's out here. So hopefully I can find iron. That's something I need. There's more magnesium. We have some of that. The world's lagging a bit. That was the game and not... Oh, it's because that guy's here. Ooh, that's another big boy over there. There are a lot of... I'm glad most of them... I'm glad that one's not angry, and I'm glad most of them generally aren't angry. Because, I don't really want to deal with them right now. Okay. That looks like some dark spot. Anything over here? Or is that just dirt? That was just dirt. Hmm. Huh. That looks a little bit tough. This looks crossable. It is steep. I'll probably have to re-up my wheel strength. Ooh. Okay, so there is some iron. GPS. I have to make a new one. Iron. So, this may be where I come to do an iron mine. And I think I have an idea about how I want to do that. But, let's keep going this way for now. So, I will say we're in a decent spot. It's a little rough, but just being able to drive around this area, it feels like I'll be able to, I'll be able to get places and do a bit of exploring with wheels without having to worry about flight. Because that is, once you have flying things, that's what the game is flying. But until that point, it is really helpful to be able to do stuff on wheels. Can't tell if those were just... Those are not shadows. Nickel... Nickel and iron. Okay. We'll do another new. I didn't put the parking brake on. Nickel and iron. I should probably use the periodic symbols just so that's easier. Quicker to type. That's a big iron deposit too, so that may be the end place. Okay. Oh, look at that wide open plain down there. Let's see. Part of my hope was to try and find some boulders out here too, but not seeing any. And it is. Oh. Dang, there we are on like a parallel course, us and that big boy. I do. Hold on. Oh, I have the respawn pod. I was like, I really hope I have a marker to be able to find home. Because it's not like there's a ton of super distinguishable land around here. So it's looking like that trading station might not be up on this plateau. It may be something I'll have to kind of go down one of these gullies and try and get out on that big open plain to deal with. Ooh, there's a boulder, though. What do you have for me, sweet boulder boy? If it's something exotic, that'll be silicon. Not super handy. We'll mark it, because I don't think I have a source of silicon. At the moment. That's not how I do it. Nope. Come on. There we go. Let's turn off that for now. We'll just have the home marker. So, iron, nickel, and iron. Silicon respawn pod. Can turn that off too. Okay. Ooh, one thing this vehicle does not have on it is light. That could have maybe been a helpful addition. So I may end up, luckily it also has no, like, cockpit canopy area. So I can just turn on my player headlights and they should provide enough to be able to see, especially if I'm in third person like this, because this is honestly about as dark as it gets in third person. Okay, up the hill. Ooh, got a little air on that one. That is good too. There is, I believe I have mods in this that add, stuck under that tree. I believe I have mods that add, like, abandoned structures. Which, if I can find one, they tend to have at least a little bit that I can loot. And honestly, can't tell. There's something over there, it looks like. I can't tell what it is. So, I may loop back that way. Oh. So there is the bubble. You can see kind of... Well, now you can't. But, I mean, it's that thing over in the distance with the antenna signatures that looks like a bubble. So that is the base. That's the shield around it, and that's the shield eventually we'll be able to put around our base. Not that one, because it's theirs, but I can buy the stuff from them to make it. It's okay. That's not too bad, and it looks like it actually levels off a bit going over there. So I bet it's totally drivable, which is good. That's one of our main tasks that we can solve without needing to really develop flight much. Granted, one of the other main tasks is leave, and we need to be able to fly to do that, so... Let's circle up this way. We'll see what's going on. My hope, if this is a structure that was up on top of this hill, my hope is that it is abandoned and not armed, because several of them have guns and ammo and stuff that will make me dead. So eventually, well, and it's also, I thought it was up on that hill, but I think it may have just been a tree. Yeah, not seeing much. I think we head for home. Yeah. So, my fear with coming across something is if it's armed, it can try and shoot back, or shoot me, because I don't have anything to shoot it with. And it'll be much harder to take over. Or, in my case, cut apart and salvage. Still doable, but first I have to survive and disarm it. Okay. Oh, and that's one thing I was going to do was go to that unknown signal, and that was going to be the big road trip destination we go on. But I don't think I can make it back there in time. There should be another one. If I can make it back to my base before that one despawns, then another one should fall relatively nearby. Let's see. Curious what's over this ridge. Okay, so at full power we've got about between 40 minutes and an hour, so that should be more than enough time. Because again, that is far as I can reckon at least, like in-game, like real-world hours. Ooh. It's very pretty up here. That looks like, yeah, that's a cliff. Oh, look at that. Oh, no, that's screenshot worthy right there. That's, oh, not quite as level as I thought, but let's, tab off. Yeah. Now that's majestic. Okay. Uh, I'll probably find that later. What time? Okay. About 20 minutes into the recording, so yeah, that's neat. And that also tells me, so right over there, that is the ice lake that we want. And what I'm probably going to do, that may end up being next session, I want to scout out a course to get down there. Because that's going to be something we need very desperately. Is a good, reliable source of ice. In fact, I may end up eventually moving. If I find a good spot down there, that may be where the base ends up. Just because ice is so important for most things that you do. For the air you breathe and the fuel you burn. Unless you use uranium. Ooh, here's some stuff. Oh! Some ice. Ice and silicon. Nope, that's wrong. GPS. Silicon. And ice. Okay. The ice is 35 meters down. So, about 4 kilometers from home. What I may do is... Maybe that's a starting... Ooh, that's rough. That can be a starting location. Get some ice there and then keep going. Because I don't know for sure if I'll be able to easily drive down to that ice lake. I think there's probably a way. It looked like the valley kind of right in front of our base. That's another rock. Unless it's a bush. Nope, it's a rock. It looked like the valley by us. Ooh. Silver. Oh. Because I don't have an antenna. Nope. No. Silver boulder. So, I keep finding new things to talk about. Silver is going to be super important because I need that to build medical components to build a med bay. So, now that I have a silver source, I can basically completely tear down the survival pod, build a new spawn point on my base, and be good. So that's real handy. But, what was I... Oh yeah, driving down the ice lake. I think I'll be able to go down the valley in front of the base. Oh, there's an angry person. The difficulty with the valley... Sometimes they look passable, and they are most of the way, but then there will be one section where it's not passable. Ooh, speaking of, I think I want to veer left. Ooh, which will take me... Uh-oh. This could get bad. So, let's try and outrun it. I don't want to get too close to that Serenity, because if it shouldn't be able to notice me because I don't have an antenna or anything. But if I get too close... Whoa! Oh no! Too much speed. Too close and they will detect me send a drone and start killing me. Probably. I think those do that. I don't really want to try and find out, so... Let's see... Whoop, we're in the air. Okay. See if we can scurry on home. Okay, I think we're no longer within the danger zone from that. Ooh. So... we will... So home is actually on the other side of this mountain, but while I'm up here, it may not be a bad idea to kind of scout around and see what's up top here. Ooh, that's the cliff. Yeah, so you can see where we are right now is up on this huge plateau, kind of overlooking down there. Ooh, that's a hole in reality. So, in fact, that looks like it's right over there. That's probably several kilometers away. We're just, I mean, look how high up we are. So, yeah, we'll see if, we'll see what we can do about getting down. And it may be, yeah, again, flying is a big part of what you do. It may be that I have to, use that little ice source I found up here. Oopsie. Let's not go down the cliff. Oh, let's not spin out. Ah! We have, so, a little bit of vehicle design info. It's a poor idea to put all your weight in the front, literally over the front axle, and none of your weight over the back axle, which is precisely what we've done here. So, because you have things like that where your back end just decides to leave. Okay. Well, that was pretty good. We found a whole lot of ore. So we now have kind of a good run. Well, that's so far away I can't even see it. We've got some things that are kind of more valuable. So that's handy. That looks like it's done. Let's reverse the drill. We should have... Okay, we've got 2K iron. Not a ton, but that'll get us started. We'll get a bit more. So my theory here, I'm going to build a series of essentially little, like, sub-base mining rigs. Oh, they're close. Similar to what we've got going on here at the main base, that I'll be able to drop down, drill, gather the ore, and then haul it back with the truck. As I say that, I am debating, would it be better to try... No, I think that is best, solely because I did not find on my journey any cobalt. And cobalt is what you need to make grids, which you need to make storage containers, which is going to be a problem, but you also need it to make thrusters. So, I don't really want to try and build a flying mining vehicle without thrusters. Okay. First thing I should do, though, let's hit exit. What do I have? Got some plate on me. Yes. I want to do the connectors so I can start charging this truck up off the base. Which means I will need an area for a connector to go. I'm thinking if we come kind of... Actually, now here's an idea. So if I come off over here, it's relatively flat already. I can dig down, have the connector recessed in the earth. That way I just kind of drive right up, right over this little lip. Or I'll probably even put a ramp. And it won't be all that much higher than normal. Let's get some more plate. I don't think I have any steel plate. Oh, I know where I can get some. So the main thing I need... I'll need the actual components to build it, but I can just have all the framework that'll connect it be frames. I don't have to build it yet. So... do... that... How wide is this thing? So those are 3 blocks wide. Okay, so 5 blocks wide to the edge of the connector. A handy rule of thumb for building and space engineers. 5 small grid blocks are the length of 1 large grid block. So, with that measurement, if I do 1 block off, and then my connector, and then another block, that is wide enough that the vehicle will just fit and have a teeny bit of gap between the wall. Which is fine for me. How much of these do I have? I can do 2 over here. So I'll need some more to get it level, but that's a good start. Grind off these bad boys. Okay. Gotta be very careful not to grind away the important bits. Luckily, well, I was gonna say something and it just left. So, I don't know what's lucky. Not this pod, that's for sure. Okay. That isn't it. Oh. Never mind. Ignore me. And last but not least, okay, that is a nude pod. Let's go ahead and do that. So, in fact, might as well, while I'm stripping it down, go ahead and get rid of these bad boys. There we go. So, now, ooh, well, so there's the next unknown signal. It is not on the hill. Though, maybe that's the perfect opportunity. Ugh, do I let myself get horribly distracted to go and chase after a little bauble? Or do I just finish this, get it so I can charge up the truck so that I can survive? Ooh. Decisions. We're going in the truck. I want that unknown signal. Okay. So what we can do, this will be a perfect opportunity to see if we can get down. Because, obviously, oh, before I leave, though, here, I'll just burn a little gas, fall off, burn some more to get back up. Oh yeah. So I turn you on. Extend that out. That way while we're gone, it's doing its thing. And I bet it can go all the way. Well, it just did. So, okay. Drill away. Oh, maybe one thing I should do. I know I'll need a antenna on this. And I just took one off the pod, so I might as well. Okay. So, while that goes, this will be the perfect opportunity for us to see if we can get down the mountain. Because if we can get down here, we should be able to... Ooh, that's steep. Steep and bumpy, which is kind of harder to tell. So, scurry our way down there. Luckily, we've got big wheels, so we can deal with it. But my hope is that this leads all the way down to that field out there's level. And from there, we'll be able to just cut across the field and get to the ice lake. Though I don't know, because this isn't horribly steep, and we were pretty high up. I mean, look at those. Yeah. It's real iffy. Oh, yeah, this may not quite work. In fact, I think this is a dead end up here. Ooh. Let's keep our speed down. Is there any... No. Okay. Well, that pretty well decides it. We are not going to be able to get down to that level without doing some serious work. So... Okay. Well, that's good to know. Now we get to see if we can make it back up. So I think what that means is we go with the plan. We've got a small source of ice, so that'll be one of our main mining points. Oh, that wasn't good. I should have been paying more attention. Come on, big wheels, pull me out. So, we'll go with the little ice deposit we found. Use that to get us enough stuff. Hopefully find some cobalt at some point. Ooh. There's some silver here. I don't know why I always hit info for the GPS. Wait. Oh no, it's naming the new one. I was like, wait, do I already have a silver deposit? I have the silver boulder. Now I have the silver. Okay. So, yeah. So that'll be our main goal. Another option could be major engineering to basically dig a road. Wait! Never mind. Come back. I know I saw you down there. Let's get out our drill. Cobalt! Oh. Never mind. Oh, there it is. Okay. Well, sweet. So we're now set. So, our next tasks then... Oh, that's real good to find. That's helpful. So our next tasks, we'll need to set up, kind of figure out our mining stuff. Probably the first goal will be ice. Or not iron. Iron even. So we'll go to that real nearby iron one. Yeah, it's not a great road to this spot over here. So we'll mine the iron. That'll give us all the, well, iron that we need to build everything else up. And then from there, we can start building other mining points at all the other kind of critical components. Yeah. And then we'll be good. Okay, so... Gonna trim this up a bit just so it's... fits the truck but isn't overly big. Then I actually don't want this here. Because I need to be able to weld up stuff. So... Ooh. 130 steel plate for one of those. Let's go ahead. Pull the drill back up. And we'll start the... We'll add the sideways head. So then we can start moving it sideways to drill out a bigger area. And I think my plan, I can't remember if I mentioned this before, my plan is to have that down there be kind of the main storage and maybe even main production area, depending on how much room I actually have. So then I'll have the main base up above, And then it's just an easy matter of running pipes places. I'll be able to punch a hole out over here to connect to this connector, for example. And it'll just make life nice and easy. So bring that up. In the meantime, I guess, actually, what do I need for the small one? Still a lot, but I have all those. Let's see, motors, computers, small steel tubes, and construction components. Let's pull all those out. That should be enough for the small one, at least. Yep. Then... okay. Computers, construction components, small steel tubes for the large one. Oh. Except I no longer have any small steel tubes, so... go ahead, produce that, and then 200 iron, or 200 steel plates, and that should be enough. Yep, so that'll be more than enough, which is good because I'll need some for doing other things. And then hopefully we'll have enough stuff lying around. I can add a third piston here, going kind of this way. Granted, to do that, I guess I have to pull all this stuff apart, so... let's get all the way up. Yeah, this is a plenty deep hole for a large cargo container or two. They are 3 blocks by 3 blocks by 3 blocks. There we go. Drill off. So, now we disassemble. Ooh, yep. And this will be a lovely long process of pulling stuff apart and moving it to here. Yep. Oop, and trying not to fall in the hole. Cool. Let's see how much of this I can get. Oh yeah. Well, down go those. Real dark down here. Ooh, that was quick. So, take you, and you. Actually, you and you. Switch to this. I'm going to have it kind of loop back a bit, because a piston, by default, is 2 blocks long. So if I do it like that, with the piston completely unextended, it should dig... yeah, I'll be digging along this line, which is the next kind of line I need to go. So let's go ahead and get everything built. I should not be flying while I do this. But I do have plenty of hydrogen, so for now at least. In absolute worst case, now that I know where ice is, nope, I can just go over there, get the ice, and we'll be good. Okay. And if I'm right, yep. Do have to dig my own little hole to be able to place the drill. Oh, let me good? Nope. Let me build the rest of it. Nope. Come on. Let me build the rest of this up first, and then fill up on that too. So, build the rest of this, and then that should be good. I need more of that. And up. So what I can do if I build everything up real quick, I'll be able to just drop that down and see where it goes, and that'll tell me where I need to make my hole. Oh, we'll go with that. And there. Okay. Fact. Aha. Oh, and I need to do those. Okay. Wait a second. Oh, I guess I had... Oh. Hello. Why are you so low? Uh... Hmm. I... Oh. Actually. That might be why. Let's turn off that. And real quick. Just for the sake of safety, I'm gonna hide down here, where hopefully I won't be close enough to trigger that. Hello, stone. In fact, what I could do... So that's some magnesium. There's nickel off that way and silicon there. Could start mining this. That way I could hopefully build up a turret. To defend myself if that fellow decides... Granted, if that fellow decides to come and kill me, there's not much I can do. Aside from huddle under the ground in this cave and hope. God, he's close. He's real close. I don't like that. Come on, keep it going. I don't mean no harm. Just a friendly fella trying to make his way in the universe. Okay. It's leaving. Gonna let it get a little bit of distance. I don't know. With those, it may not be, they may not be the ones that spawn in enemies. They may just, like, shoot you if you get close. In which case, I should be safe because I won't be getting within, God, he went right over the base. I should be safe from them because I doubt they would ever get close enough to be within, 800 meters, which is the maximum. Ooh, don't know why the battery's off. I doubt they'd get in within the maximum range of turrets, so I should be safe. But if they happen to spawn drones in, those will come and shoot me anyway. Stone. Let's get that last magnesium load. Because I mean, right now my best defense, if a drone spawns, actually is probably to just take my rifle here, and charge it, because it should come after me, the player. That's how they target, is players as opposed to grids and things. At least if there is a player around. So, my best bet would be to try and charge it, kite it off, or maybe get out of its gun range, depending on what kind of drone it is, and then basically grind it down from above. But that has a predictably very high chance of death. So, what do I need? So I need steel plate for you. I should have, yeah. Plenty of that. Okay, so I need 12 large steel tubes, 24 small steel tubes, 24 small steel tubes. I have construction components. And we'll just say 50 interior plates, because I'll need that for other stuff, I'm sure. Oh, and some more construction components. Okay. So, piston, and actually. Oh, no. Go to this. Nope. That one. If I reverse that for a bit. That should give me a pretty good idea of spot on, which frankly I was spot on before, so kind of a waste of time, but I had to build it anyway, so. Gather up all these lovely rocks. And reverse that. Okay. So now I need those. Finish up. And actually, yeah, can finish this and put the truck on charge. Hook up. So, what I should do, we'll have that set to be able to switch lock, that to recharge, and this is a handy little trick. So I could put a wheel group, which I don't actually have, so let's create one. And we'll turn off, because I should only need to see my wheel groups anyway. So, I could set my wheels group on my hotbar and raise and lower the suspension, and that would let me connect to the ground. Or, if I hold down X and squat, eventually I line up. Oh. Okay, real quick. We're going to do a quick savey save. Then... oh, that wasn't as bad as I feared. So what X does in a wheeled vehicle is it jumps. So you can actually jump with your car. I don't know quite why it's there. I guess it's probably useful for if you get stuck. It's a way to kind of push yourself out. But it's an option you have. On a 3x3, on the small grid, or like medium-sized wheel, it works pretty well because there's not that much of a height difference between the ground and the connector. So you can just hold it down for a little bit, and about there, it would... well, away we go. About there, it would stop, normally. But with these larger wheels, obviously, it has to go a lot lower, which means a much higher charge of jump, which means chaos. So, we'll go with the other way, the safer way of where is it? Oh yeah. Increase height offset, decrease height offset. And then we just kind of ratchet it down until it locks. Set the battery to recharge. And we're good. So, go ahead. My plan, we probably won't need that small grid one anymore, because I hope that's a hole now. My intent is to, while we're kind of doing this, I'm going to start working on the car, specifically putting all the like actual needed equipment in. So, once I... dang it. How much hole do you want? Let's widen it a bit. I guess I could make this a, if I made this one block higher, it would just drill its own hole. But I do kind of like the fact that this feels like it's getting the absolute most out of the depth. Or out, like out of the length of the piston. Because it's just high enough that it can drill its next area as it goes. Dang. Am I centered? Let's send this way down and see what happens. Okay, it was this one. Yes. Okay. Let's see if that did it. Oh. Yeah. I feel like I maybe did that last time too. So, that's on me. Where is... we'll see if that one drops below. I think it will, though. Yeah, it's over the cliff. Let's get a bunch of this. Everything we have in, and then... Oh. Nope. Curses build planner. Components added to build planner. Components withdrawn. And... yes, put to production. So many key commands. So what is... I don't think I need that, but that's fine. We'll just set 20 of those. In fact, I was about to say, well, we'll just let that go, except I need to make sure I have enough steel to build the tubes. Which I may not. Much iron do we have? Oh no, we have enough. It's just not in yet. Okay. In fact, yeah, I don't even need all those tubes. Okay. There are... You look like you're gonna pass us, so... that's good. Let's go ahead. I need to rename these, so... piston up, down. This will be piston in, out. And this one is piston left, right. Okay. So now, go in, turn on our drill, set all our pistons to 0.1, and reverse. So now we are drilling. So we'll make another kind of pass and basically just keep going until, I guess, either we hit the respawn pod or run out of piston. And in the meantime, let's gather some plate. Start laying this out. Okay. So I'd originally had the idea to try and turn this into some sort of crazy hybrid thing that was going to in the end look like a not dump truck. What are those called? Oh my goodness, garbage truck. I was going to have it look kind of like a garbage truck with like up and down tong bits on the front, which could work, and you could definitely design something like that. But I did try it out in a creative world, and it sort of worked, but it didn't really have the most, it didn't work quite as well as I'd hoped it would. And for this specific situation, I frankly don't think it would do very good, because most of the ore I need is underground. It would really only be useful for the odd boulder, which I do have, but it'll be easier for those to just do something else. Or just ignore them, because I think I have a source of everything else that's underground. So, what that means is this vehicle is going to more or less be relegated to gathering duty and like hauling duty. So, for now at least, we'll have one cargo container there. And that'll give us a decent amount of cargo storage. I may want more in the future. But what I need is plenty of room for this. Which is going to be really tricky to do in survival. So, what this is going to be for, in fact, I think I'm going to have it be one block ahead. So, what this is going to be, this is, oh, that's done. Well, I'll explain. So this is a small, large rotor. Blah, blah, blah. That's kind of what it is, though. It's a small grid, large scale rotor. This rotor can attach a large grid rotor head, which means I will be able to build on this small grid vehicle a large grid thing. So I'm going to use that to attach the large grid ore detector to the vehicle, kind of dead in the middle so the weight shouldn't be too horrible. And that'll give me the ability to see for miles. Let's go ahead. So, piston up, down, reverse. And what do I need for these? I bet I can build that now. Nope, because I don't have any construction components. Build some of those. Try not to hit the piston as it does its thing. Okay. So now the challenge will be Gravity line. Big. I should be able, if I kind of align it here, drop that on, then don't have build vision, so I can't quickly and easily attach it, but attach. There we go. So let's get it back to 0. Yeah. There we go. Set the upper limit to 0, and then have the lock on. That way it shouldn't move, because I basically just want it in order to convert. And while we're here, drop the displacement all the way down so that it's as low as it... Is that the truth? Hold on. Yeah, you can kind of see through the menu there. It is going up and down. It just doesn't go down very far because it's a very big thing. But that's fine. So what we can do now... There you are. So, if we set it like that... Oof, that is doofy big. I kind of thought it would be a little bit lower down to the ground. Okay. Got an idea. So what I can do... I'll pull this up real quick. Do I have... Let's get some more steel plate just to be sure. And we can manage the drills. Okay. So we'll send this to, I guess, I think 2 meters. And then turn it off. And send it down. Maybe not 2 meters, but that's fine. 2 will be easier to monitor. Okay. So now... Oh, wait. Yeah, so I gotta be careful. Because this could end in disaster. What I'm gonna do is make a little recess for the actual rotor. It won't do a ton, but it'll make us 1 block shorter, which will make us 1 block less top heavy. So, and hopefully 1 block better looking. And what I'll do... No, because I don't have cobalt yet. So, I could go and mine some, but I don't really want to just for the sake of this. So, my thought was to use... So I'm making like a little skid plate, basically. My thought was to use large grid, or not large grid, heavy armor, so that it would be a little more durable. But frankly, that doesn't... Oh, I just glanced out my window and saw snow. So, not only does the heavy armor require cobalt, which I haven't mined yet, it actually wouldn't do very much, because in Space Engineers, if a block gets deformed, it will do damage to blocks around it. And even with the heavy armor, it's very easy for the small grid blocks to get deformed. They're very, very weak. So, as nice as it would be, not really much of a help here. Okay. So there, take that apart. Do our conversion. Nope. There we go. Do our conversion. That might be close enough. Yes. Rotor lock. 0, 0. As low as it'll go. Okay. Dang it! I knew it was too easy. Okay, so rotor part R, so it's big. That's because I'm too close. There we go. There we are. Ow. Ooh. I can feel my voice going too. That's not good. This may be, well, we'll get this done. I am about to the end of when I normally would record. I'm actually beyond when I'd normally record, because I think I have these as an hour-and-a-half session. But that first half an hour of flumbering about in the darkness, not knowing that I had too many frames rendering, that kind of took some time. What am I doing? My brain just short-circuited completely, which I think means it's probably as close to time to wrap up. But, okay. So, with the wheels, that's not a horrible profile. Oh, and this honestly... Ooh, detector components, though. What do those take? Let's make sure that's cleared out. Add that to build planner. Oh, just nickel and iron. Okay. And so we'll produce. While we're at that, bring the drill back up and move it forward a bit more. Really is dancing around there. There's a lot of traffic going on up there. That's weird. That supply transport seems to just stopped. Oh, well, maybe not. I guess they're just moving real slow. Oh. And the morning sun breaks over the distant mountain. Well, I'd say we're doing pretty good on the progress front, so that's real handy. In fact, well, where are we on? Oh, we're real close. So I'll get the ore detector built. It'll all be powered off the base, so we should be good in terms of power. In fact, how much power? God. I think that's fine. Next session I may add a few more towers. But that'll be for the future. Yeah. Okay, let's go ahead and pull all that out. Move the piston ahead. To 4 meters. Da-da-da-da. Okay. 4 meters. Continue drilling. Now, without further ado, boom. So now, if we go into here, where is ore detector? So by default it can do 75 meters, whereas the small one can do 50. And if we up it, that is 3 times the distance for, like, I don't know, 20 times the size. So maybe not great, but much better than, in terms of range, much better than we had before. Granted, we can't see anything new, but that's in part because I think we could already see everything that was here. So yeah, that's our Scout Expedition truck, which, oh, that's funny, it kind of sticks out the bottom there. So that'll be handy for now. That may end up being changed in the future as our need demands, but for now we've got ore detector, large grid on the truck. We've got a ton of potential mining sites out and about for pretty much everything we'll need. We've got a fully articulated drilling arm that we can send down to drill out our basement. And I have a now pretty sore throat. So, I think that's where we'll end it. Thank you for tuning in, watching, now or in the future. I will see you next time. So, goodbye. That's the wrong button. Goodbye.